U.S. military officials have confirmed its plan to deploy 200 American troops to Nigeria to train the country's armed forces in counter-terrorism operations. The troops will be stationed across the country in the coming weeks and will focus on providing technical guidance rather than engaging in direct combat. U.S. Africa Command says the mission aims to support Nigerian efforts to combat Boko Haram and the Islamic State in West Africa province. This comes after weeks after the U.S. President Donald Trump ordered airstrikes against what he called ISI targets. Just last week, the U.S. military said it had sent a small team of troops to Nigeria without specifying a number, marking the first acknowledgement of U.S. forces on the ground since Washington's strikes last Christmas. Meanwhile, attacks by armed men killed at least 21 people in northern Katsina State on February 3rd after a deal between Doma town leaders and local gunmen last September fell through. Officials from around 15 districts and other northern states such as Kaduna, Sokoto and Zamfara reportedly entered into similar negotiations with armed groups. After growing frustrations by years of violence and what they describe as failed efforts by the central government and the military to restore law and order.
You cannot have a peace deal if the criminal is still in possession of the weapons that he can use to kill people. So it's a mistake in the first place to enter into such peace deals without disarmament and demobilization, and then to go ahead to release their members in that circumstance is even a greater mistake.
And for the latest information, our correspondent Louisa Olani reports from Lagos.
Building on a small U.S. advisory team already in the country, the U.S. is deploying 200 troops to Nigeria in the coming weeks to train its military against Islamist militants. They will provide training, technical guidance, and help coordinate air-ground operations across various locations, but no combat involvement. This follows Nigeria's government request, as confirmed by the Nigerian Armed Forces spokesman, Major General Smaila Uba, and the U.S. officials.